I became a doctor partly because my father was a doctor, and he encouraged me to think about the types of relationships that you have in whatever career you choose. And I realized that through medicine, you can be an educator, you can be a scientist, but what you really are is a helper. You try to help people through their most difficult times. When I was a medical student, and then even more as a junior doctor, I started to see patients who really could not afford the care that I was prescribing. So after having experienced these issues in practice for several years, I started to explore it from an academic angle. So I was fortunate to be able to spend a year overseas in England. And there what really struck me was that their government could look the people in the eye and say, we together need to make better decisions for all of us in a context of having ultimately limited resources. I decided I needed to act. I needed to leave academia and come back to the United States to build a laboratory in which we could experiment and move these ideas forward. And that was the inspiration for ICER. It was envisioned as a laboratory, a way to bring people together, to use evidence, to talk about values, and to make sure that we were aligning prices in the right way so that patients would get affordable access to the care that they needed. The role that ICER plays is different than any other entity in the healthcare system. We're not a governmental agency. We're not a branch of an insurance company. And we don't work for the pharmaceutical industry or other life science companies. We're a bridge through which we bring people together. We do a very rigorous academic look at the evidence on effectiveness and costs, and we work to make sure that that information guides the pricing of interventions in the healthcare system and the way that patients can get access to them. ICER is having an important impact today on nearly every new consequential drug introduced into clinical practice. For example, there was a new treatment for depression that was not covered by any insurance plan in the United States until ICER's report said that the evidence was adequate to demonstrate its benefit for patients and that the price was fairly aligned with its benefits. After that report came out, insurance company after insurance company like Domino's started to cover that new treatment, and that led to improvements for outcomes for patients with depression all around the country. I think what we all want in our healthcare is a system that respects us as individuals, but that has innovation. It's treatments that help us with our needs at a price that we can afford. And in that world, we feel that ICER's work can be very important. And the reason that I get up every day is to come to work to see if we can do a better job at making that healthcare system a reality, and one that can provide true, equitable, affordable, and innovative care to every American.